Good morning, viewers. We have been learning many things about English. Let's learn the importance of vocabulary in English because we know that grammar and vocabulary are the part and parcel of any language. We can consider grammar skeleton of the language and vocabulary the blood and skin of the language. So it's very difficult to say which is more important, the skeleton or the blood and skin. Both are important. Even if you go on learning a lot of your grammar without much vocabulary, your English doesn't sound colorful, attractive, or even beautiful. So, if you want to make your English colorful and attractive, you have to have more vocabulary in your possession. So, I advise you to have a lot of vocabulary, and also if you know a lot of vocabulary, you can teach your students a lot of vocabulary. If the teacher doesn't have a great command over vocabulary, or it doesn't have the sufficient vocabulary to communicate or express well, he ceases to be a good teacher or good user of the language. So we have to use the apt words at the right time. We shouldn't misuse any word. So in order to do that, today let us learn two activities or which we may call word mapping, and also it is called spidergram. Of course, they are more or less the same. We can call it a technique, or we can call it a language game or a word game. It is very, very interesting to the children because we can gog the words from the children by writing the root word and circling it, and then we will try to get as many words as possible. For example, if I write the word man and encircle it, then I ask the children, what are the words you can derive using these words? Suppose you may say manner, mannerism, manly, even woman, womanly, womanish, like that. Then you can ask the children to use those words in their speech or in writing. In that way, you can expand the vocabulary of the children very easily and interestingly, just like in a game. It is not laborious, it is very interesting because it looks like a game rather than teaching. So the children are easily involved in it, they are interestingly involved in it. So, for example, I'm going to say some other thing. Spidergram. Spidergram is just like the spider web. You write one word, for example, rich. We write the word rich and encircle it, and then we draw the lines and ask the children to say the words that are associated with rich, or that are the words that can be built using the word rich. Suppose we can accept something, or then we can say something. That's okay. Anyhow, we have to fill in the spidergram by writing as many words as possible. For example, rich. What is its verb form? You may tell or may not tell. Then we can say enrich. What is its adverb? Richly. What is its noun form? Riches, and also richness. So suppose now we ask the children or the students to use those words in their sentences. It will become a very interesting task for them. For example, how can we use enrich? We can say that you have to enrich your vocabulary. Enrich means develop. Of course, the word is developed from rich. Enrich means to make rich or to develop. You have to enrich your vocabulary. You have to enrich your pronunciation, and so on and so forth. Then, what is its adverb form? Richly. For example, she is rich. She walks very richly. Here she is rich. Rich is an adjective form. Its adverb form is richly. Elizabeth is very rich. She walks richly. Then we can say, how can we use its riches? Elizabeth is known for her riches. Here, riches is noun, it is equivalent to wealth. How can we use richness? I like the richness of her building. We cannot say I like the riches of her building. Here, riches is equal to wealth. Richness is the quality or poorness and richness. I like the richness of the building. In that way, you not only expand your vocabulary, you start using them in your sentences, both in writing and speech. It's a beautiful way of learning, improving our vocabulary. I got it from Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages when I was a student of PGCT, Postgraduate Certificate in the Teaching of English, and also Spidergram. I advise all our teachers to enhance or enrich their vocabulary so that their English sounds fruitful and also attractive and beautiful. So that is what I can expect from all our teachers. Without a sound possession of vocabulary at your disposal, you can never be a good speaker. You can never influence the people. You can never attract your students. Only grammar and pronunciation cannot help you all the time. It may help you sometime, but not all the times. If you have vocabulary at your disposal, you can become a great writer, great speaker, great poet, and many, many things. So that you will become good speakers and writers. Thank you very much for watching our channel.